Hey Gavex here. So, if you aren't making coins right now in Madden Ultimate Team, you just don't care to. There are so many uncaptured coins out there that you can do between sets and obviously sniping stuff. Like, it is insane. The only reason you're not making coins is maybe you're ignorant. I don't know. Maybe you just don't know about it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Team of the Week cards coming tomorrow after a word from our sponsor. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden 21 coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 15% off. Alright, let's go through how to make coins after we reveal out the new cards coming tomorrow. We'll maybe talk a little about Thanksgiving promo on its way. We're getting Mr. James Harrison, Super Bowl superstar. In MUT though, right? Because since we've noticed strength doesn't really mean a whole lot, how they play on the field. Block, shed, power move, finesse move. Those are solid stats. This is the one that I'm most worried about though. How am I going to chase down, Barry Sanders, Reggie Bush, Bo Jackson, Jim Brown, my offensive outside linebacker sheds, and then he just gets run around, right? So while he's a great player IRL, like versus a lot of the other guys that have come out with high 80s speed that have basically the same stats, right? Block, shed, power move, all that stuff, basically the same pass rushing stats. I just don't see how it's usable. It's great. James Harrison, maybe not the fastest guy IRL, but like he doesn't have stats that are showing up over any of the other cards that are also, 9 speed faster than him at the same position. So I think it's still a Derek Thomas world and we're all just living in it. But James Harrison's cool for a theme team. I'll throw him on the Steelers theme team. I mean, he'll be fine, I guess. We'll see. I'll have a theme team ranking video out later tonight. That'll be out in a couple hours. So for those staying up, maybe for all those that can't catch it tonight, catch it tomorrow. But so he's okay, right? But sad. He's a little slow. This would have been kind of cool to come out, a couple months ago, or at least like a month ago. He would have been nice, one of the premier pass rushers. But right now, I think Aaron Donald, defensive end, is better. Or about the same with the speed. So, Matt Burke, all right. Center, Vikings, and Ravens, right? Matt Burke's stats. He was on Minnesota and Baltimore. That's where he won a Super Bowl. Harrison was on Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and New England. And he'll have those theme teams. So, Burke, though, 92 overall center, run block, okay. Power, pass block, finesse, solid. The thing is, like, today, I've noticed pass rush has gotten kind of insane lately since the last patch, where they basically made every guy now throw pass rush moves. Now they're starting to win a lot more. I had a secure protecting my tackles, and they're playing a lot better. So definitely take a look at secure tackler. Sadly, it's 4 AP for secure protector. Sorry, but definitely it's helping out my offensive line. Matt Burke doesn't seem to be like a huge, great new card, but it's a new card nonetheless. All right, so let's talk through the sets that we're using to make coins right now outside of just sniping and investing. Let's go through the investment first, okay? And then we'll go to sets, right? I want to talk to you guys. I've talked about this many times, right? Market goes down a little bit on the weekends, goes up during the week, and that's when we sell. We have, right, weekly sell days. Sometimes we think the sell day is Wednesday. Sometimes it can be Tuesday, Monday, but in there, we're selling, right? So I just want to kind of show the history of this. These are updated prices about, 10 minutes ago. So let me, as it's loading the version history, I don't know what takes that long, but, okay, actually, it just booted up. All right, so current prices. Do you see how these prices are sitting, like, in here now? Now, let me go back a couple days to Saturday prices. $20,000 for an 86 on Saturday, and that was unfiltered, right? That was unfiltered, so you can buy much lower than that, okay? And today, we're seeing 86s at 25. So if you're buying 86s on Saturday when it was easily able to get them under 18K, you're not selling for 25K today. Upwards of 26, right? It's because it's a high point of 25, 25.8. So that's profit. I've mentioned this multiple times on this channel before. That's the investment weekly cycle type of profit. Don't ever forget that one. Don't ever forget that one. That one's great. Just, buy cards, relist during the week. I feel like people forget that a lot. I don't know why. I just feel like people maybe forget because I don't tell them every week everything, right? I'm not going to repeat the same thing every week. Watch all of them. Watch all of them, please. And then remember them. They work almost all year long. Some fade away. Some stay golden. Like that, pony boy. Okay? So, sets. Dude, there is so much profit in sets. I went over this stuff intensely over the weekend on Twitch. Like, when new stuff drops, if you're not on Twitch with us in the mornings, new promos especially, you are not doing much right. Well, smart, okay? A lot of, maybe some people are out there that just haven't found us yet, right? There's two big points in every man's life, like when he goes through puberty and when he first finds the fox, okay? And so you found it, and you're smart now, and you'll be on Twitch when new stuff happens. We find these loopholes, we find these ways of making coins, and I feel like we're really right for a few loopholes. We're on the precipice. Thanksgiving, which we'll talk about a little bit, hopefully comes with a good reroll or a reroll, and I think we can loophole it. We got some potentials out there, maybe, who knows? But I feel like I guess technically we had one last promo too. That one lasted for an hour and 7 minutes, I think it was. That was the here. Let me scroll down. That was the treat reroll. That lasted. How long did it last? Overall profit 600,000 coins. Dang, I thought I wrote down how long it lasted for. Most feared reroll. That was like just over an hour, I think. I should have wrote down how long it lasted before they patched us. But anyways, where the hell is that? Sets. All right, so the thing is, you actually don't really want me showing off a lot of the sets. So what I'm going to say, and I'm going to show off a couple, and I don't know if I ruin them or ruin them, but there's a lot in here. There's a lot of sets right now. You need to go through these things fairly often, once every few weeks, and go through, okay, how can I make some coinage off these sets? Sometimes I'll do it too. Let's pick week 5, Chase Claypool. Okay, so let's look at what Chase Claypool goes for. Here are his components, okay? Now let's look for, on Mudhead, Chase Claypool. All right, he is 200K on PlayStation 4. All right, now how much does it take for this set to put it together? Let's see. And especially this weekend when a lot of people are pulling packs. It's not as good right now, maybe, because I'll say, okay. So when a market crash happens around a series time, the cards that come out of packs, because pack odds have been boosted, get lowered dramatically. Like, the prices get lowered dramatically, I mean, because there's so many of them coming out of packs, right? Overalls, like 88s crash, 86s, 84s, all those things go down. But the cards that only come out of sets that don't come out of packs, there's a little bit of delay, right? There's a delay between when the market realizes those cards need to come down and people start making the sets. So you want to be one of those set makers, making these sets and profiting and taking that set profit, and that drags down the price of them to a new equilibrium. So you want to be in that spot where it's right here, and then it kind of moves on closer down to it until it hits the new market equilibrium. Because set masters and cards always take a while to readjust after that. Whereas pack cards, immediately, because they're all coming out of packs, people are instantly selling. People aren't smart enough that, hey, maybe I should take a look and make sets. So, all right, 88 card, 45K. Solid. Let's go look at Patrick Queen. Watson. All right, so we got 45K plus 17K times 2, 34. So 34. Let's write this down on the spreadsheet. 34,000. Wait, oh shoot, that's not working. All right, back. All right, 34,000. The Mike Davis was 45,000, right? Yeah, 45,000. Done. And I'm showing this off, and there's gonna be people watching this. Maybe this set's ruined. Like I said, this one's gonna be ruined. 18,000 times 2, but there are plenty others in here. Trust me. So let's say 37,000. Okay. So those three numbers together equals 116K. Okay. You're like, whoa, he's selling for 200K. So as long as Patrick Queen is not 90K, that's not bad. Let's see what Patrick Queen on the block is going for. All right, so we got Patrick Queen right here for 54K. That's what his average price says. PS3, 53K prices. This was 12 hours ago. Buy now 65K. I wonder, it's probably higher right now though. So 73K last sold, 64K. So because the prices went up from 50 to 60K, the profit's gone. But here's the thing: is you don't want me ruining a profitable set. This Claypool set is not profitable right now. And what I'm saying is that's just an example, right? That's just one of the team of the week sets that we got. So don't do that Claypool set expecting profit, okay? It's just one of the things. You don't want me showing off a set to ruin, right? So the 50 set, for example, another one you should be looking through. Jonathan Ogden. All right, so these pieces cost about, I looked it up, we'll round up to 18K. You can maybe buy 18.6s if you're patient. We'll say 18K for that set for each one of those pieces, times 32. So 18K times 32 equals 18,000 times 32. 2 equals 576,000 coins. Sorry, I should show right here. 18,000. You see in the upper corner, 18,000 by times 32. All right, 576. All right, you're like, okay, cool. Well, what does he cost to do? Ogden. Wow, I can't spell. What does he cost on the block to buy? 260, 279 on PlayStation. His power up is 381. And I guess we can go look. And I think, wait, prices. Dang it. 13 minutes ago, 394. So 394, so even higher. So 260 plus 390. Can we do our math? 260, 390, 450, 650. Right? 650. And it costs you 576 to do them. One set, 15K profit. It's okay. It's close. Kind of expensive. Not a huge return on investment. 15Ks. Okay, I guess. But that's just an example, right? And there are other sets throughout this that are there. The one also, like, I was really surprised with how, like, I've talked about Team Affinities a lot before, with how resilient Team Affinities are. Right? I want to wrap up with Team Affinities. 88 overalls. They just came out. 85 to 86s. All right, now 85 to 86s. Let's look at non-snipe prices. Let's add them together. I talked about this on stream. So some good shit to do. Let's delete that, delete that. All right, equals an 85 plus an 83 plus, oh, I said times. I don't know why I'm hitting plot times. Plus an 83 plus an 83 plus an 80 plus an 80. So that stuff takes 57K to do, okay? But you're like, well, that's not going to be a profit because a lot of those things are going for like 50K. And I'm like, yes, okay, only if you buy them at my ridiculous prices, right? Those are the sell prices, not the buy prices. So like if you look at the auction / trades on those 88s, as we scroll there, you're going to see it's a lot cheaper to buy guys when you filter through their teams. And then what you do is you take them, the team affinities, builders, $88, $51. All right, let's look for one of the best ones. What are the good ones? Kappa? No. Who's hot? Isaiah Wynn? Patriots? Who else is going? Abram? Let's look at the Raiders. Raiders are 60K. But anyways, you sell it for 60K. You buy it for under market price, right? It's not that hard to get 85s under 20K, right? I think if you just filter a little bit, and you can get a lot of profit that way. 83s under 13K. Why are 83s so expensive? That makes no sense. All right, so 85s at 16K, all right? And on my spreadsheet, I had 85s listed at 20K. So that's already 4K profit just by doing the first filter on an 85. And they're like, okay, what about 83s? How cheap can you get those? Because you had those ridiculous prices at 13K. I'm like, yeah, you're right, 9K, okay? That's another 4 plus 4. So that's 12K profit just by going around sniping a man into the sets. So Team Affinities, a ton of opportunities there too. So there's a bunch of these sets, and you need to be mastering MUT by going through those sets and knowing them and rolling for them, and then selling the card on the block, and then etc. Right? There's been more than one person that has come up to me, well, not up to me, but like in chat that has said, thank you for those methods from Friday going forward. I've made 1 million. Somebody said 2 million. 2 million is the highest they saw, right? Another person said a few hundred, like 500,000 coins. I think one person said 700K, if I recall. But like, there's been multiple people that have come out and said, hey, thanks for those set methods. And like, those aren't the only sets, all right? Don't just do those sets. Look through the rest of them. I cannot stress that enough. All right, so Thanksgiving, let's hope for a reroll. Last year's Thanksgiving, I'll go through it briefly, but I don't think we're gonna get Thanksgiving this Friday. If we do, that'd be kind of amazing. I know Kralo said, oh, it's a big week this week. I don't know if that's just for like the new consoles, for that stuff coming out, for a patch. We got a patch today that like unbroke what they broke earlier with the you can't log on stuff. I want to talk about the 50 cards. Remind me about that. Harvest promo. Like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about this because I don't know if we're getting it. But last year we got the Night Train Lane Master. We got the Michael Irvin Master. Because last year this came out on 21st of November, and that would be like the 20th this year. So that's another week past us. The Blitz is where we'll probably see the big market drop. Thanksgiving really didn't drop the market a lot because there weren't a lot of like amazing cards. There were like the Thanksgiving Day All Stars. So they start below a 90 overall, and they have a chance to reach 92 overall. It's kind of a neat little thing. I really hated how they did Thanksgiving last year, right? I really thought Thanksgiving was ass last year with how they did it. It was so complicated. Getting different ways of like having to do main course, side dish, turkey stuffers to get your higher overall card to put them in and power them up. That was horrible. This was probably the worst promo of the year last year. I hated Thanksgiving. Please don't do that again, EA. Please, this shit was ass. I hope you guys heard from us that this shit was ass. The packs were not good either. So Thanksgiving generally not the great day to spend coins on it. That'd be the Blitz, the one right after it, which is on, Black Friday. It used to be called the Black Friday promo, now it's called Blitz because it comes out Thursday night, right? So it is what it is. I really want a cornucopia pack, right? In my ideal Thanksgiving world, cornucopia pack comes out, and here's what you do. The Madden 15 cornucopia pack, make it expensive, but make it a 50 card, right? It could be 81, 82, 83, 91, 92, 93. A 50, this is a slot in the pack. A 50 slot, a legend slot, a team of the week slot, team affinity slot, most feared slot. I don't know about these two. And then a very specific player for those cornucopia packs. Like remember in Madden 15? I'll Google it. Madden 15 cornucopia packs, and then like have a random elite, a random gold in that. I want to see if there's a breakdown of it. There's a lot of people that have videos of it, but Madden 15 there wasn't as much written stuff on 15 as it was now, based off like whatnot. But like, and then have like 4 or 5 cards that are specific to the pack. That was the best part. So like you would have there's a very specific Aikman, a very specific Deion Sanders. There was an Emmitt Smith, I think, or no, Ahmad Green was in the pack, and I think one other card, right? So there was 4. I think it was like an edge rusher. There was 4 cards in there, and you can pull one of those 4s in addition to the rest of the cards. So like it's a really boom or bust pack, right? You're getting one of them, but you could get a low legend, you could get a high legend. Maybe they should make it like minimum 87 overall. Team of the week, same thing. Maybe a top end team of the week card. But Blitz destroys the market. Maybe a random, maybe a random like 85 plus team of the week would be kind of neat too. Blitz destroys the market because it has like flash deals, and that's something I want to talk about maybe next week as we get closer to Black Friday. But I would love that kind of stuff. Please bring those good cornucopia packs back. That stuff was really fun. But there you go. That's what I hope for Thanksgiving promo. About investing in the 50. It's not a bad idea, right? It's not a bad idea to invest in the 50 cards because I think what they'll do is tease out. It's always a good idea to sell and hype too. Like they'll probably hype. Like remember this past week we got asked first team 50 cards because we were all getting a free one for just doing solos. But I think this next week will be like the first week of the actual first team where we'll actually get like a game-changing card. I think they're going to tease it probably Thursday night. So if you are interested in the 50, are you interested in buying? I would definitely buy before Thursday, before they start teasing those out. Try and get your 83 overalls for the set. Try and exchange your golds to 83s this week instead of Thursday. Well, I guess you can do it Thursday too because it's just golds. But it's a good idea. It's not a bad idea to snipe golds either. There's a lot of like high golds that end up going or getting bid on for very little and minimal amounts. I think somebody on the subreddit I saw say that. So like maybe go through this, bid through, see price lowest, and see if you can't get some. I don't want that. I want like core golds. I don't want power ups. Power ups don't get in a set, sadly. Yeah, 1,500, 1,600 for a gold. I mean, with what is it, 11 to 1 now? But it's got to be a 77, right? Yeah, it's 77 to 79. So 1,700 it's not bad, right? Buy now. It's okay. Once the exchange set, it's probably a little bit worse than just straight up buying an 83 right now, based off 11 to 1. But regardless, not a bad time to invest early in the week versus later in the week. Because when you invest behind the 8-ball, everybody's doing the same thing. Because everybody always forgets until the last minute, until they're teased out the night before. Like, oh my God, that's a good card. I'm going to want it tomorrow. And then it shoots up from 15K to 25. Okay, already expired. Great. So, anyways, keep your eyes on it on the 50. Sell on hype generally, unless like usually they tease the best card. Notwithstanding this past week, they might go higher. Like if they do release a card on Friday, that's much more insane than what they teased the night before. Then they could go higher. But generally, it's the teased night that's the best because packs aren't out yet and people are prepping. Oh, let's see. I think that's all I want to talk about today. It's been a long video. All right, take it easy, dudes. Till we meet again.